Good morning. Okay, with a few of you new to this digital platform, I'm making a generic video that should cover anyone new to the personal finance course at Chafee. I'm in Caesar's account here. I've loaded it to your account as well, if you're not that person. This is the Instructor Resource Center, as you're very familiar with. The personal finance book is right here. The MindTap portal is right here. Instructor Companion site, where you'll find test banks, PowerPoints, etc. And actually down below, you should see Cognero, the test generator. I'll make sure, Caesar, that that's in here as well for you. That's where you can generate tests that you might be giving out in class or posting in Canvas, etc. So what you're going to do is MindTap automatically comes with the book. You're going to create a course for it because it's part of this course. And much like Cengage Now, if you're using that already, students get access for 2 weeks. The ebook is included, so they can have just that access on its own. So what I'm going to do is say create a course, and I'm going to name it. I'm just going to name this demo, and I'll get rid of it, Caesar, so that you have a clean account. Demo P. Okay. Again, students get that 2 weeks of free access. Unlike Cengage Now, this is pre-populated, so you don't have to put the material within it unless you want to customize. You would just customize what's already there. Here's all those student instructions again. You can find those student instructions by going to Manage Courses down here now, where you'd find that URL. This is integratable into Canvas. That's something we can do in a second setting if you want to. For now, I'm going to go into my demo course so I can give you a tour of what that looks like. Again, this is going to be kind of a quick overview. And anything beyond this, like you can actually create tests and post them within this, etc. I won't get to that in this video, but as you come up with personal needs, I can create videos or we can set up trainings to address those. Students see the same thing that instructors see, so there's no difference between a student view and an instructor view, except that students or instructors have the ability to edit, hide things, and add content to this. What I'm going to do is actually, this is an at-a-glance gradebook right here, where as students begin to take assignments, those will populate right here where you can kind of hover over them and see the recent activity. I don't like to have that on my page, so I actually go to my course settings tab, dashboard, and click that off because I like the cleaner look of just the learning path right in front of me. So the way this is organized is into chapters. And if I expand a chapter, I'm going to say the same, pretty much the same uniformity in each chapter. So students should expect to see kind of the same thing. Some chapters might be a little bit more robust. Again, every single thing that you see is customizable, and you can even reorder things. You can rename things, etc. So if I expand a chapter, I have an engagement activity that starts first. You can actually click into any of these things if you want to. Take it as your as a student would take it. There's any kind of description would be right here. And again, everything's customizable, and I'm going to show you that in a second. Nothing has dates on it yet, so everything is completely open to students until you actually customize that portion of it, as well as the point values can be changed. So we have the engagement activity, which is kind of a pre-lecture activity. Then we have our chapter ebook right here. I think unlike the ebook in Cengage Now, you can actually take notes and highlights within the ebook. Students can. They can have the ebook read to them as well. I think you can do that in Cengage Now. But the notes and highlights is something that is unique to MindTap. As students take notes and highlights within the ebook, those are actually housed in the study hub over here, where students can create personalized study guides off of those. Let me just quickly show you. If I go in here, I can create color notes and highlights. I can even add portions of these to the flashcard deck, change font size, bookmark, and those are all housed here. And then again, I can create study guides based upon those notes and highlights and bookmarks that I take. So we have the chapter ebook, and then I can expand these chapter activities. These are all labeled as practice. Again, anything that shows count towards grade can be switched to practice mode and vice versa. These are concept quick, so usually some of them will be a quick video, check your concept, or how well are you engaging in this concept or understanding it. So we have 10, looks like quick concept checks, low point value because they're probably going to be very quick. Then we have our video review folder, so I can expand that. And again, more concept clips, are organized here. We have our practice folder. We have our end of chapter problems here. These are labeled as practice, can be changed as a required mode. The practice points will just apply if they engage within the assignment. And then we have our assignments folder here, which we have a chapter assignment. We have an application assignment here. And then if there's any other assignments, those will be all labeled to here below this as well. But students will expect to see the kind of same uniformity in every chapter. I can click into anything and customize. Now, if I put my edit tab on, this is where I have the ability now to edit. So I can actually hide things I don't want to use. So if I don't even like maybe these video reviews, I can hide them altogether. I can do anything on a multiple scale, a batch action. If I click this side here, my batch action comes up, so I can actually hide multiple things at the same time or apply a start and end date at the same time. So for instance, I click my batch action, I can hide a lot of things at one time in multiple chapters if I want to. I can edit date. So this is where I might give an available date if I don't want students to get into it until a certain time, and then a due date here. So again, there's a lot of content, but you can multiply your actions with this box right here once your edit tab is on. If I go into, say, let's go into my end of chapter. If I go into the edit tab here, it depends on what kind of options you'll have as far as where the content comes from. Again, because not to get into too much, but some of these homework assignments are derived from Cengage Now. So if you're using that, you'll be very familiar with it. Others are derived from Applia, which is just another homework engine. Here I can add to my description if I'd like to. I can put my start and end dates. I can change location as well. So I can actually move complete chapters around if I want to. But then I go to my edit activity options. And this is where it's going to pull up whatever options are available. So this is an Applia assignment. So my options are going to be different than the Cengage Now. So what this is telling me when I see this Applia assignment here that's in the practice mode is that more than likely the assignment down here is going to come out of the Cengage Now. Let's see. I'm going to edit that. And perhaps they've done it like that because, oh no, it's also an Applia feature. But this is where I can actually click this into an unlimited mode, a practice mode, etc. Again, something that we can get into in a more thorough video, but this is just a quick overview. There's also a link that is within the email that you're receiving this on that is going to point you to the direction of lots of mini videos that will show you how to do nuanced things, how to maybe change a due date for one student, etc. So again, everything is in the learning path here. As long as my edit tab's on, I can begin to edit. If I've hidden things, I can show the hidden by clicking this tab here, which will illuminate those assignments back up. I can filter here by type of assignment if I want to. As I put my start and end dates into assignments, students can actually click on the calendar view here, which is a rolling week view, where they can click into any week and see what is due and click into a given assignment in that week. So they can actually, if they prefer this view, which some students do, they can click into that assignment as well. As within Cengage Now, we are happy to customize everything for you based upon your direction. A lot of what instructors will do with this is perhaps go through a chapter 1 activity, really see what they like and what they don't about things, how they want to modify different kinds of things, and then we will repeat that standard for you within the chapters for the rest of the book. You have the ability to add and create. So sometimes if you're maybe not using Canvas, you can actually use this as a platform. I can add from my Google Drive, I can add from my OneDrive here, but I can also add activities. So again, my Cengage Now homework is in here, the homework engine. I don't want to get into too much of this in this video. I want to keep it kind of short, but if I click into my homework engine here, it's going to actually show me the assignments that are created from Cengage Now that are already within the learning path. But I also have the ability to create my own assignments through this link. So all of these quizzes are already within the learning path. It looks like there's 4 pages worth of content here. And if it says link, that is a Cengage Now homework activity. Now I can create an assignment and add an assignment right into this engine here. or storage, my Cengage Now storage, which would live over here. So I can actually pull from the test bank just like you're used to within Cengage Now. It would house over here, and when I click add and create an assignment, I can go into Cengage Now and locate that assignment and plug it wherever I want to within the learning path. Again, something that we can get into at a different training. I'm going to do an on-campus training as well. So over on the right side of the page, we have MindTap apps. If you add your own content, that'll all be stored right here for you. We have notes and highlights. Students can take those and they flow into Evernote. A glossary and RSS feed link. Students have a school portfolio that they can begin to build right here. They can modify the read speaker feature right here as well. Flashcards. And then if you're not using Canvas, or if you don't want to integrate it into Canvas, we do have the Progress app link, which will pull up different reports where students are struggling in the class as a whole. Lots of analytics. The gradebook is here. Settings, your roster. You can email students as a group or individually. You can modify specifications for students from here as well. So again, quick overview, but that's where you're going to find the digital portion for this book. Just like Cengage Now, it does function in the same way with student registration. Students are approached with the ability to either enter their access code from the bookstore or access this directly. If you have any questions, let me know. But again, this is a quick overview, and we can get into deeper training depending on your individual needs. Okay, thank you so much.